Hello, and we are live. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Candlekeep
Hello.
Mysteries, the spiel pages of Verglas, with us, the Rollers of
Ooh.
Fate. I am your host, Mo, and as always, Cisco Blanco as my
Yeah.
co-DM. And
Chatala.
as always, our wonderful players, we have Luke, we have Andy, we have Ross, and we have Lucky. Wave, everyone. Bye. Uh,
Hello.
Oh.
Matt and David are unfortunately not here today, but we hope to have them back next week. But apart from that, how's everyone doing? Are you all hyped up on seeing what will happen today? I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Oh, never.
I'm sure too.
Not with us.
Yeah, not with you. But yes, Cisco, why don't you take away with the announcements?
Yeah, of course. As always, thank you for being here. Welcome to our stream, the Steel Pages of Verglas. And for those who are new to the stream, you can check us out after this stream. We'll be straight away in Twitch. Or otherwise, we have a YouTube channel as well that is rollers_of_fate, where you can find all our previous games, including our Curse Strat campaign that airs on Sunday, Dining in Barovia. Woo! That is aired by me, and Mo is a really awesome player there. Also, please send us some fan art to rollersoffate@gmail.com. Or finally, we have a Twitter channel as well that is rollers_of_fate_DND, where you can catch up to our up-to-date news and D&D related stuff. And yeah, I'll pass it back to you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we're gonna jump right into the story. So if everyone is ready, let's find out what mystery shall be revealed today.
I'm just going to up the style factor by putting on my blue light glasses so I can sleep tonight.
Ooh, oh wow.
Here we go.
Music's
Oh,
on.
wow.
Welcome to my club.
That looks
Well, me and
cool.
Luke's club.
All right. The City of Books, a source of information, past, present, and the future. But how are things transcribed if they have yet to be unfolded? Previously, the party left from Brantifax Manor after accomplishing to stop the mysterious portal to the Shadowfell. They journeyed back towards Candlekeep, where they stopped off at familiar places and some new such places, such as Scornable, the caravan city, where Grey met with an acolyte of the draconic goddess Tiamat and exchanged the statue for a boon from the acolyte or the mother of evil herself. Soon their journey took them past El Turel, where the absence of the city, which was no longer there. People gathered around discussing what had happened, but many had exchanged the story of the city being lifted into the sky before disappearing from the world itself. Mercenaries from across Faerun protected or prevented the citizens from getting any closer towards the city itself. But it was this white horse with a golden mane and a tail that approached the party. They soon discovered it was the horse of the paladin they once met, Hope. He spoke to Pruse while providing them with a copy of the book. Oh, what was the book name called, Cisco?
The book was called Working Out Your Way to the Seven Heavens.
That's right. And eventually, they find out his name as Morning Glory. Some of the party disrespected the horse, so it decided to spread its wings, grow a horn, and turn into a magnificent pegacorn and fly away. Eventually, the party returned back to Candlekeep and proceeded to visit Vizier Arg, relaying the story of what had transpired in their journey and the fate of his apprentice, Alva. A reward of 1,000 gold and further information of things that the party wished to know are put in motion. Morco found himself sending a letter back to his temple of his whereabouts, and a brief explanation of his discovery of Candlekeep itself, and the mystery of what he wishes to find here, and what his fellow brother is researching on. They soon find respite in the tavern, the hearth, where Grey, in the exchange of a large amount of sum, bought drinks for the party, and a special one for Morcor, which he felt the effect immediately. And as Grey placed Morcor into his bed and attempted to question him in his drunken state, only little was spilt before he fell asleep. When as the morning came, Morcor found himself not in the bed, but somewhere else. A large chamber filled with empty shelves and blue hue that give glow to the room. And at the center of this chamber there is a frosted glass container where loose pages are found floating within. But we start our story at the House of Rest, where the rest of you all wake up to a lovely morning. It is a little cloudier than usual, but still the sun comes through your window and you all once again wake up.
Nice to wake up in a bed.
Bruce just kind of rolls out of bed. Good Joe. Oh dear. Not on the floor this time.
At the moment, it's actually getting to fall. And tonight was one of those nights that for the first time you felt that summer is leaving. And it was much cooler, and your sleep was comfortable but chill. And this morning as well, you feel the chill in the air. The seasons are changing.
At least one of us doesn't know.
You feel that, guys? I think it's time we bought some warmer clothes, don't you think?
Maybe a nice scarf to go with the armor.
I wouldn't mind some kind of cloak, perhaps. Yes. I'd go quite well.
A cloak like this, and I'll billow mine to show it off.
Oh, yes, that's marvelous.
I'm not changing anything. I look great. This was an expensive coat. I'm not covering it up.
Is this as expensive as the one that was eaten by a inanimate object?
Yes, but I don't know why you would bring up such a painful memory.
Oh, he looks down.
Well, good to know we're all lively in the morning.
I think I'll do some bacon for a bit of breakfast this morning.
Food, yes.
Could really go for some bacon. Oh, maybe they'll have some chowder or something.
You know what? I'll just ask for the whole pig, shall I?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll keep one pig!
Before you guys leave to the hearth and go to the tavern to order some food and drinks or whatever you want to eat and drink, you realize Dorothy hasn't come out of her room, and nor has Morcor.
Anyone seen our dwarf friend and dear Dorothy?
Not today. Maybe they're being lazy shits and staying in bed. I don't blame them.
I
That
mean,
would be a
get a little
hangover for Morker, no?
that's a good point, actually. Shall we go and check?
Yeah.
Sure. Probably.
Alright.
Bruce will wander upstairs, and whoever's door is nearest, excuse me, he'll go and rat-tat-tat on Dorothy's door, I think, just sort of.
I'll go to Markers.
Alright. Bruce, as you go and knock on Dorothy's door. Who is it?
It is Bruce, my dear. Just
Oh.
wondering.
I'm a little unwell today. You guys go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
I'll have the barkeep bring you some tea.
That'd be nice, thank you.
Of course. And Bruce will saunter off, quite happy with himself.
Lucky. Gray. Lucky? Gray. As you go to Morco's room. What do you do?
Knock, knock, knock. Kick the door in as hard as I can. Time to get up.
The door
Get over this hangover crap. Come on.
wings open, and you see Morcrow's not there.
Oh no. I think he got sleep drunk. I should probably go tell the others. Or they might blame me. I'll go tell the others. Guys!
Meow. Amish meows.
And Bruce seduces you. Bruce like, Hamish! I've been looking. I pick him up and I just start going, oh, how are you doing? I just sort of scratch him under the chin.
As you pick him up, make a Constitution saving throw.
Excuse
Oh,
you?
what?
Excuse you? How dare? Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please,
Oh,
sir.
I'm not. I don't like the sound of this.
All right, you managed to not to gag as he stinks of rotten fish and he looks a little bit mangy. And you realize that he's probably been in a place where he shouldn't have been, perhaps on the kitchen stuff area where they throw the rubbish, and he really smells. Like visibly he looks okay, but in the moment you get close and hold him, it's like, oh my god.
Oh my! Oh goodness me, Hamish! You need to be cleaned right away. Oh, great. What is the matter?
Oh my god, that smells.
Oh yes, yes. I need to
Con
get him.
save. No, joking.
Oh,
I need to
yeah, I
get
was
to
like,
work.
I'm not that close.
I put it on the list.
Guys, oh god, Bruce, take 5 steps back. Morker's not in his room. He's gone.
Oh, did he wake up before us then?
What did you do, Gray?
I was kind enough to buy all of you drinks, by the way, all of you. I did nothing.
I'd like to insulate that. if you would be okay with that,
Of course.
Lucky.
Go for it.
$17.
Make a persuasion or deception based on deception, I guess.
Purely deception.
Deception, yeah.
He did nothing. He's lying.
So here's the thing. I might have.
I'm just kind of like.
I bought him a really great drink last night. Remember that?
Yes, I do. Oh, did you get him a forget me shot? Is that what that was?
Mine was sort of. I call it the truth serum.
I beg pardon? What? Why on earth would you get him a
It's what I call a really strong drink. It'll make you cry your guts out and spill everything, you know.
Why on earth would you get him that? Did you roofie him?
No, guys, come.
You're from downstairs. Breakfast.
Time for breakfast, and I'm out.
I'm walking after you. We're not.
Come on, Bryn. I'm gonna pull Bryn by the arm. Oh, actually, you know
Oh
what?
my god, what is that smell?
Oh yes, I need to get Hamish washed.
Meow.
Yes.
Good. Mage hand and kind of by that scruff that cats have between their shoulder blades. Just kind of. Oh.
I'm holding him right now. You see, I will fight you for this.
It's kind of like you see his craft just kind of goes in the air.
the blue hand. Stop it.
You fine. You keep it, but over there. Oh.
I'll go get him cleaned right now. I toddle off to go and give him a clean.
Meow.
Well, during this time, I'm doing my sort of like, speak generals. I'm doing that.
Cool.
So I'm getting that on the go.
All right. As you all go first to the hearth, where you guys have your delicious pork, full with an apple core in its mouth, a full apple in its mouth, and drinks you guys eat up and fill for the day to come. And you realize there's nothing coming up for the. No one has called for you right now, so you use this time to do things for yourself. And in these days that go by, we'll start with Bruce, yourself.
Okay. Well, first thing, so I'd like to introduce Reapy Cheap to Hamish.
Oh.
All right.
Because I want to see how this goes. You knew this was coming. I know you know this was coming. No.
Is this happening at the breakfast table, or is this happening somewhere
Let's just
else?
assume it is.
Bruce is
All
quite
right.
excited. He's telling everyone, "I'm finally going to introduce them both. They'll be best friends. It will be wonderful." And he's like a bairn on Christmas morning.
I really hope the rat dies.
Right. As Reapy Cheap, you take out Reapy Cheap from its scruff and you put it down on the table, and you see Hamish there. I'll leave it to Cisco how he did. Okay, well he's
Yeah,
started.
Hamish kind of like does like that, this kind of gesture. Like you see doesn't know, he's looking at you, like you see his paw slowly kind of like getting towards it, but just kind of like very carefully, you know, carefully.
Stop it! I take his paw, put it back.
You see at that moment, Reapy Cheap does not flinch. He stands on his both legs and kind of just stares at this cat and looks at you from time to time. And then he says to you, "What is this filthy shit on the table?"
It's working. Excellent. I can hear you now. Reapy Cheap.
Oh,
This is Hamish. Hamish, this is Reapy Cheap. He's, a big help to us on our travels.
Hamish says to you, "Why are you introducing me to your food? To my food?
Oh, he's not food. He's friend.
But he's a mouse.
He's actually a rat.
Oh, he's a big mouse rat. All right."
That is correct. A rat. Different animal entirely.
He kind of like gets close and kind of try to have a sniff.
Hamish. Now, you listen to me. This is our friend.
Yeah.
He's not food.
Oh, all right. Friends, not food. Okay.
Exactly. Meow. Yes, meow.
You can see on his demeanor that he's just replying to you and saying what you want him to say, but then he keeps like going with his tongue and he's like rubbing it on his mouth as he's talking.
Very cat.
I need you to make a persuasion check
Could
to
I do-
Reapy Cheap.
Okay, can I not do animal handling?
Oh yeah, I'll give you animal handling if you want to, because you see Reapy Cheap kind of get back onto his forelegs and starts moving closer towards the cat.
No! Hamish's
Kinda-
friend. He is not your enemy.
I don't have any friends. And he kind of looks
Bruce
at you.
looks... Everyone just sees Bruce look really quite hurt at that. Oh. That's hurtful. That's genuinely hurtful.
And
Oh, his tail is moving a lot, and he starts to kind of like follow the tail movement of the rat.
And he looks at, and he says to you, "Bruce, I like the other you better." And he starts moving into your pocket once again.
Oh,
At
what is he
hearing that-
going?
Oh, not there. And at hearing this, I like the other you better. He takes sort of Reapy Cheap by the back of his neck.
Oh,
Reapy Cheap. Good
the
sir.
cat goes like that straight away.
If you offend me that again, I will throw you out that window, and I will tell Hamish that you are no longer friend. You are in fact food. Are we clear?
For now.
No. Are we clear? Yes or no? This is probably the sternest you've ever seen Bruce. He's still pointing at him.
You don't control me. I am not your pet.
You're not. You're supposed to be my ally, and you'll respect me and not insult me that way again. Are we clear?
Sleep me happy, master.
Not now, Hamish. Should I roll something for this?
Make a intimidation check.
Okay, doke. I will try. Come on, Bruce. Of all times, please do not fuck this up. 15?
He grunts to it, very, very reluctantly acknowledging what you have requested.
Thank you, Reaper Chip. Do you wish to return to my pocket, or do you wish to be on your way for now?
I smell food. Let me on the table.
Have some bacon. I put him down. Have some bacon. I give some bacon to Hamish as well, so that you'll leave him alone.
Oh, it's nice.
Bruce, could you not put your animals on the table while we're eating, please?
Especially the rat.
The rat is cleaner than Hamish. Oh, very well. I put them on the floor.
Oh, that. Especially the.
Roll for initiative, Mom. As you put him on the floor, Amy just goes for him.
I'll use bite attack.
Get him, cat! Get him!
No, you see that he's kind of like goes for it, but then he looks at you, Bruce, like thinking, oh. And he just keeps his distance from then on, you know? And he keeps eating his bacon.
You will get food from me, Hamish. That is
Alright.
not food.
Okay. Alright, master.
Good boy. I give him a scratch.
Alright. And after this event, you take him to there's a bath and steam house here, so you take your time cleaning the cat, the rat, and yourself up to get a bit more relaxed and comfortable with the things that they have within Candlekeep for you to use. Eventually, you look around and you find yourself there is a enchanter. You step into the shop and there you see actually an elven man who sees you come in and he says, "What can I do you for?"
Ah, good sir. I have need of your services, and I pull out the long sword of dragon slaying, shing, place it in front of him, and then the enchanted great sword, shing, and I place that in front of him. So, I have a job for you, sir. I was wondering if you could help me. This is a long sword of dragon slaying. I wish for this to be this. Oh, well, this to be this. I want this great sword to have the same dragon slaying enchantment as this weapon has. Can you do it?
Very interesting. I would like to know the story of where you found this weapon itself. Not many of these kind are around. I can. Are you one of those? I've seen you around. Yes. People have been speaking about you. Well, you and your party. Yeah.
Oh, yes. We're the seekers of Candlekeep. I'm Bruce Lockwood. Pleasure to meet you. This longsword we've got from a dragon's hoard.
As you have been traveling around. You must tell me the story about this in the future. But let's get back to business. I can do this for you. And first, obviously, I heard bad stories about you and the trial, of course. And but now I'm hearing good stories, which is good, and I hope you continue to help Candlekeep and with their services and whatever they may need. There's always something to do.
He's kind of standing there, sort of really straight back and shifty eyes, because he wasn't really there for the trial. It's oh yes, that yes, the terrible bit of business. That terrible misunderstanding.
Anyway, normally we charge about 700 gold pieces if you have the required items. You don't need to spend, and you do. But for you, 500 gold pieces. And perhaps if you can continue to provide us with items, we can maybe give you a little bit more discount, or maybe something that we may have in store for you to purchase or to borrow even.
Could your offer extend to the rest of the Seekers?
Perhaps if I met them and if I liked them, I'd like you. You have this regal approach to you. Very.
You will like all of them. Oh, thank you very much. Very kind of you. You will love all of them.
I'm sure I will. Why don't you leave these with me and come back within a week? Oh, come back in a week, and this should be ready for you.
Of course. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. And Bruce will saunter off, quite happy with himself.
All right, and the sword is left there for a week. Let's move on to your seeking your information for your mother's clan, the Elfbane clan. Now,
Okay,
you can go
for-
there alone, or you could choose to have people there, the party there with you as well. So,
All right. I know Aki had offered to go with him, and Bruce had accepted. If anyone wishes to come along for it as well, he would not stop them. Although he wouldn't necessarily ask. But,
Is Aki there?
let's assume this happens on the first day, so you're still there for this event.
Okay, dokes.
So, would anyone else like to come? That's I'm putting that out there because if Gray or Bryn would see him going on that way.
Why not? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, tag along. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is the first day. So you go back and you find your friends, and you take them into the great library, far into past all the buildings that you have seen, into where you have been told where this one of the great reader who will be able to provide you with this information, known as Feminor Scrivenback. And as you come to this green building in the far left corner of Candlekeep, there is these grand doors where you see people kind of going in and out at the moment. A lot of them carrying loads of books. Mostly look like they're all some sort of scholars or vodes, but they look like they're. This is the most kind of hustle and bustle area of people moving in and out with books in this area. And as you enter into this place, it is this grand, almost a library actually you've seen, where books are everywhere, and they're not just only in the shelves itself; they are stacked on the sides and on the around. But what you see is a lot of the books are just kind of moving around themselves, flying around across the room behind shelves. Some people are just kind of reading there, and a book comes and stops in front of them, and they just like kind of take it and they begin reading it as well. But as you go inside and you ask around for this great reader, you are soon taken into a room at the back. And as it opens,
Sorry to interrupt you there, Mo.
Sure, go ahead.
Before he goes into the room, whether it's the office of Feminor or if it's the door to the library, I don't think it matters too much.
Mhm.
You'll all notice Bruce sort of reaches for the handle. There's a visible tremble in his hand. He pulls his hand back, and there's a hesitation to what he's doing. Sort of clenching his hand.
While that's happening, can I do something?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'll just kind of just say to him, just tap him on the shoulder, say, "You can do this," and I'll cast heroism.
Oh.
So you get 5
It's just
temporary hit
flavor.
points, and what else does he get?
The creature is imbued with bravery, and is immune to being frightened.
Okay. The trembling stops immediately.
He takes a deep breath and goes, I do appreciate, Bryn. It's not fear as such, it's just... I've been so used to this simply being a goal to be dealt with down the line. It's been 11 years since I left home. Even longer before that, since when my mother died. And it just seems a lot more real now. That's all.
It's okay.
I don't even have a plan for if I was to even find them. It was always just find them, reconnect. And now, what does that look like? How the blazes would I fit in with an orc clan?
None of us know how we fit in with these families we're looking for.
Yeah.
It's good that we get some progress, one of us.
Thank you. Right. Away we go. And then he walks in.
All right. As you push the door open, it opens only about maybe like a quarter of the way before it stops, and you see that the room inside is pretty kind of dim lit, but you realize something is kind of blocking it.
Bruce shoves it.
I need you to give me a athletics check, please.
Yeah, he's gonna put his shoulder into there. Or, well, we'll see how it goes. This could be the first natural one. Ooh, just shy of it.
All right,
Oh, nice.
and you hear, you push, and you see it moving, and then it moves, and then you hear things falling inside, and then you hear, oh my god, inside.
Oh dear, what was that?
Finally, something happened. It wasn't my fault. This is
Oh
great.
dear. Hello? Wait, wait. Oh no. Aki, Bryn, the half-thing great we did this. Was that the one that wanted to hang us?
You look into the room and you've just pushed over a stack of papers, and you see there's just piles and piles of papers everywhere. There are just towers of papers everywhere in these rooms, and you have to kind of zigzag through most of them. But the pile that you dropped kind of cascaded and kind of pushed over a lot of them, and the scream, well, you heard it, you don't know who it is.
Sorry, there was a terrible gust of wind when we opened the door. Are you in need of assistance? Hello, I'm Bruce Lockwood. These are my friends, Aki Famakasta, Bryn Barfire, and Gray Von Dragon. You're buried under paper, aren't you?
Yes.
Let's give this person a road.
Yes.
They can't help us from there.
That is right. God, bloody hell.
All right.
Oh,
Everyone, give me an
yeah.
investigation check.
I love intelligence rolls.
Oh, I do great on these.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my attach charge.
Okay,
Oh
you
god,
are
somebody get.
You have
Come
a
on.
+4. How do you always roll so badly in investigation?
Oh.
Natural 20.
There we go.
Wait. Someone hasn't rolled. Who hasn't rolled? You're not gonna search.
Bryn.
Why not?
Distracted by a squirrel.
Oh.
While I'm looking,
I suppose. And that's why.
It's an
oh, well,
Oh.
while we're looking, I want to see if there's
Nice.
anything shiny or really important books, anything that's got golden pages or a gilded hardbacked book, something that looks nice.
As you look around, and in this room, there is just papers. You don't know how old they are, and they're mundane books. There's nothing of interest in shiny wise in this room, apart from stacks and stacks of papers everywhere. But you follow the noise, and as you all kind of search around, lifting pages and pages, Gray, you hear him kind of squeal once again. And you find him, and you start digging away, and eventually you see this halfling male, kind of frizzed hair on the side, has a bit of a frizzy, like a mutton chop on the side as well, wearing spectacles, which are fractured and broken on one side now, and he kind of straightens them up, and then
Hi there.
Thank you. So, could you help me up, please?
Is this what they call hitting the books?
What?
That's quite funny. Oh, it's inappropriate.
I'm gonna grab him by his arm and just try to yank him up as hard as I can.
Oh! And you literally lift him up, and he's pretty very short for even a halfling, shorter than any halfling that you've ever met as well. And as you kind of, you could put me down now, please. Thank you.
Sure. Do you need any healing? Did the books hurt you?
Why would books hurt me?
You seem very. You know what? I'm not really good at talking to people. Hey, Bruce, Aki, Bryn, you guys talk.
Can I roll to see if I recognize him?
I mean, you don't need to roll. You definitely recognize him.
Yeah.
You remember him sitting there in the trial itself, behind books again, but just kind of shifting it to the side and looking at you all, but very, very kind of fearful. You don't know if he was feared of the situation, you or other great readers. But immediately as he kind of straightens his spectacles and looks at you all and recognizes the three of you, hey, oh dear! And he kind of turns around and starts kind of trying to climb away.
When he looks at Bruce and Aki, I imagine give him their best sort of like fangy, tusky grin. Just
oh, please, you should not stay there. Do not come any closer. I don't.
I'm gonna
recognize
look
you.
around, and yeah, we're not standing where you tell us to anymore. And I'll keep one eye on him as I walk away.
But the pages are. And he kind of pulls out a wand, and he flicks it, and all the pages that had dropped start stacking them up again. And you look at it, even the ones that are mixed up, kind of piled up to the same kind of organized set that they were in the room. And as the other one near the door stands up, the door just closes. He's like, okay. Don't mix anything up, please. Thank you. Firstly, I want to congratulate you for not being for your success in the trial. I didn't want you to. Well, let's just say I made a mistake. But no harm, no foul.
Of course, yes, mistake. Yes, dreadful bit of business. I remember it all clearly.
He would message into Bruce's head. This one wanted us to hang.
And you hear in the head message back, bugger.
Well, I have been hearing good things about you all. I still don't know you. Who are you? Points towards Gray.
That's Bryn.
So, no. I think I have your papers. I know who these three are, but you weren't with them.
My name is Morker.
Morkor. Very nice to meet you. You may call me Femino Scrivenback at your service.
Nice
From
to
somewhere
meet you.
else in the room, you hear quite loud, What do you mean, our papers? There's a concern about what those papers might be.
That's nothing of the matter. We transcribe events that happened in the past, and we make sure that everything is correct. So, your trial, for example, was transcribed. So that is why I know you all. Well, not you, but Morkor. Thank you.
Yeah.
I lean in. Gray, what are you doing?
I'm having fun.
Oh, jolly good.
Yeah.
But, Mr. Scrivenback, Scriven, back. I'm terribly sorry. My name is Bruce Lockwood. We are the Seekers of Candlekeep, and I was told I was led to believe that you would have information on an orc clan called the Elfbanes. Is that correct?
Yes. Vasira Ag had told me that someone was speaking of this. It is a very interesting information. Quite a lot of knowledge has been transcribed in Candlekeep. Let me share with you. Come this way. And he kind of takes you towards some sort of kind of desk, and he kind of pushes some of the pages to the side and takes out his wand again, and then flicks it, and all of a sudden pages start kind of come together and kind of pile up across, as well as a map of the whole of Faerun, you see.
Oh,
and
my.
as that happens, you can look at the Faerun map, because I will be saying a few things about that. So open that up through what I sent you guys through Discord. And he says, well, there have been a few clans that have that are still, well, they are traveling tribes that go from places to places. The last whereabouts of said tribes are to be unknown. However, we know that there are orcs in such areas. There are 5 clans, and your clan that you've mentioned, the Elfbane, was one of them. The other 4 are Blood Moon, Ice Shield, Dark Star, Burning Blade. It sounds so brutal names for some tribes. It's very barbaric. But anyway, well, these are the 5 known clans of tribes. However, we are not sure where they actually reside exactly. It could be in these 5 places, but we do not know which clan is where. We tried to investigate further, but the avodes and researchers that went to investigate it and research more were, well, some never came back, and others were very brutally beaten. So, but anyway, the first one in the Versey Woods.
Before you carry on, I've not been able, because he talks a mile a minute, and I'm enjoying listening to you. I've not managed to take a note of those different clan names.
That's all right. I will
the Faerun map.
send them to you. Don't worry. That's not true. It's not much problem. Actually, I'll just send them to you now. Let me just say them, and then I'll send them to you.
I'm working on it, so I'll send them. Don't worry. I'll put them on the chat.
I've sent it to you, all right, Cisco? Yeah, you've got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got them here.
Well, he kind of starts pointing around on the map very, very quickly. The Versey Woods, the Shilmista Forest, the Desarid Valley, the vast swamps. Don't send them where the location of
No, I won't.
Just the names of the thing. Yeah. And the plain of standing a stone. Now this area is very, very, very big, but there was a clan there once. A while ago. However, we have not had really too much accurate data for some time. So this is the best that we have. I hope that this helps. And he looks at you and kind of starts taking a few steps back as you come a bit closer to look at the map. We can quench the issue that we had at the trials, of course.
Bruce is looking very thoughtful and was looking at half paying attention. What? Trial? Oh, yes, trial. Yeah, sure.
Kind of leans over to see Aki and Bryn. Just looking at the both of you.
Bryn, are you able to make him brave like you did with Bruce, so maybe he'll talk more clearly?
I'm breathing. What he took? Oh, please don't hurt me. I need to breathe.
I don't think it will help. So there's some magic even beyond me.
I'm gonna look at him and Just pat him on the back. There, Femnor. It's
Oh, thank
someday
you.
someday you'll be better.
Bruce still looking very thoughtful. Gray says, Gray, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just nervous and has a bit of a stammer, that's all.
Are you scared of... Which one of us scares you the most?
Why would you ask that question? I don't think. What are you intending to do with this information?
Are you scared of me? Bruce? Oh, have you met Bruce? Bruce is pretty scary.
What do you mean? I've met him. Who's Bruce?
I'm just gonna laugh and walk off. Hey, Aki, have you found anything cool to read yet?
No, a lot of it's very flammable though.
Oh, please do not burn anything. Please. And he kind of stumbles off.
As he says that, actually, all of you can make an insight check.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm good at these.
You've just jinxed it.
Because you see his demeanor as he says that, he's kind of scared, but there is something else.
Why did you scream?
Okay.
What happened?
Another nat 20, that's 2 in a row!
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Okay. With the
Tell
natural...
us his shoe size.
Aki, you notice, starting with you, that there is something else that he's not revealing. And Gray, definitely you know that when he says fire, his face, he's lying. There is some reason why fire wouldn't work. You can see on his eyes, but he's so scared that he doesn't really want to reveal things that he shouldn't reveal. But you get the sense that there is some kind of magic somehow, or some reason why fire will not work in Candlekeep at all.
How high are these stacks of papers, would you say?
As you look up and you see some of them about 8 to 10 feet tall, but then there are some that go 15 and then 20 feet tall, and some that even disappear into kind of the darkness above. And you see that this room is actually quite tall itself.
Are they quite stable, or are they really? Are we talking about an unbelievable balancing of A4 paper here?
Yeah, they look like they're A4 papers that kind of unnaturally go up, and some of them even look like they're kind of. It is in a perspective that some of them look like they're kind of if there's the slightest of gust of wind, it could just tumble over above you.
Never mind, I've scrapped that idea. I don't think I want to take the falling damage. Then I think it's just I'm using thaumaturgy to try and make my voice 3 times louder than normal, if it can be intimidating at all. But we were not called here just because you know what clans are. Be specific. What is it that you know about Elfbane?
I was about to ask the same question, please. If you could tell me anything about the Elfbane clan specifically.
From the research that I found, that also the Elfbane clan was actually the nicest. They didn't kill anyone. But
just beat them half to death. Then good to know.
Yes, they did hurt us, but none of the followers had died. But it was too difficult to find further information. However, I would go there to. Oh well, I wouldn't go there. Sorry. I would advise you to make sure you're prepared before stumbling into these clans, these orcs. No offense to you, sir. They can be very brutal and carefree and wouldn't really care for anything. They might just see you as food.
Excuse me. Food?
Yes. They will eat you.
Sir, are you... He's physically like stifling, just like clench.
They will.
His knuckles crack when he clenches his fist at that.
And he continues to say,
sizable
they put you on a post and begin to cut you open, flail you like your skin. It's very barbaric. Why would orcs do that? It's terrible. And he kind of looks at you. No offense. And he starts taking a few more steps.
Oh,
back.
yes, no offense, no. And as he goes, no, I'm not going to shout this because I don't want to blow everyone's ears. He just says, yes, of course, no fucking offense. And he just says it, but there's a distinct orcish guttural kind of behind it there. And he gathers up the notes about the clan locations. And he goes, thank you for your time, and walks out.
All right. As you all kind of begin walking out, he kind of stops Gray, and he goes, "You seem the most kindest of them all, and I don't really know the others. They were on trial for murder, so I don't really trust them as much. However, there is an opportunity. I have heard of your ventures and what you have done, and you seem very able. Perhaps you would escort me. Not today. Maybe in a month's time. There is this auction where they will be selling a very priceless book. We need it because we do not have it at Candlekeep here. Would you be able to escort me to the place?
I don't know. I mean, time is money, and
of course, you will be well compensated.
Okay, and just so you know, as their leader,
yes,
I
Lord
expect to be paid more than the rest of them.
Make a persuasion check.
A full of shit check.
Why did you pick a Dex rogue when you clearly should have played a
Make a deception check.
Rogue.
Not persuasion, deception check.
Oh, fuck, I already... It's okay, it's still 3 no matter what.
You... Can the smallest be the leader? He kind of looks at you.
Do I look like I'm the smallest?
I mean, one of us is a beefy paladin, one's a big old dragonborn, and then there's Bruce.
Left the madam and the dwarf behind.
You know what? It's fine. Hey, do you like heights?
Yes.
No, I didn't think so. Okay. Well, hey, you have a good time, okay? I'm gonna go talk to my friend out there, the one that you made really mad. Just so you know, he loves heights.
Okay.
This is a threat. I'm gonna walk out.
And he's...
This is a threat. Walk away.
We'll accept your job, by the way. We'll see you in I don't know, a week or two. I don't know. We'll see you soon.
1 month, he says.
1 month, and make sure it's at least 1,000 gold.
He kind of starts writing stuff down as you kind of walk away. And then...
Guys, I think that went really well.
I do not like that little man. But did we get something useful, Bruce?
He's looking like he's that point. He's at where he's stifling. Just before he goes into a rage, and you see him in a fight, he's stifling that. Yes, yes, I believe so. We have locations and information. Fucking wonderful.
Nothing too specific.
Specific enough.
That's a start.
Very specific about what the nice ones like to do to people. Very specific.
You know, these people in big settlements and villages, they all think they're They're the civilized ones until we come into town and they all want to hang us by our necks.
Yes, I've been on. Yes, we've been on the receiving end of that a few times.
It's perspective. Everybody thinks they're the good guys.
I don't know. I mean, flaying people alive for intruding or saying hello and devouring them seems to be quite cut and dried. No pun intended. I don't. We could maybe talk about this in the tavern later on. I know we've all got a few things to do, and it's a lot to process. I don't know. I don't know what the hell to expect. And
congratulations on finally finding something tangible about this.
Yes, I'm just not sure if it's a good thing yet, but I don't know. We have a couple of things that we still need to do. Yes, we can discuss this later, please. Over a glass of wine, perhaps.
Yeah.
I would, Aki. I'll pull out the bag of holding the final book that I still have, the expensive one, and let me see what it was called.
Renvicton Times of the Dark.
I think that's right. Yeah, Van Richten's Guide to the Domains of Dread. And Aki, I don't know what's on the topic of family. I suppose I have no idea, but Miriam seems to be a beyond ancient being, unbeing. I don't know. She seems like she's willing to answer a question of us if we give her something for her hoard, and maybe you could ask her something about, well, what that dragon was that mentioned something to you. Mentioned a name. I forget the name.
I remember it well. I believe Azir was putting in a good word with the first reader.
Yes, well,
but yeah, they may or may not tell us, even if they know. But you hang on to that for now. They come in useful, potentially.
I would like to give it to her. I just thought maybe if it came from you, maybe you could ask a question. About dragon knowledge.
Akbar. I'll remember that.
Of course. Yeah, so last couple of things I want to do is Miriam the book and the Shadowfell mushrooms. Who would know about them?
Okay. Let's do a couple of things happen. So during the time, Aki, you want to search for gems or gemstones, and
yes.
You realize there's nothing here, and you know the best place would be back to Baldur's Gate. So you decide to get yourself a horse and carriage and begin your journey to Baldur's Gate, and I guess ask Gray to join you.
Yeah, and not for entirely inauspicious reasons, but yeah.
Okay. And as you both kind of set off towards Candlekeep, I say let's just quickly jump to Bryn's research on what he was looking for. So Cisco, I'll leave that up to you.
Oh wow, that was quick. No worries. All right. So, let me just make sure I find it because
get the notes. Get ready.
my apologies. Yeah. Just give me one quick
not ready.
second. No, come on. I knew this was coming, but I forgot about it. I have to say, sorry. But I do have it all here. Okay. So. Yeah, so as you start trying to look for information, eventually, Bryn, you are assisted on the library by about a gentleman known Spring Summerfoot, another 23-year-old halfling. He's got ink-stained fingers, and he keeps eating these cookies that he's got like a bag of in his pocket while he's helping you, and he keeps crumbling around, and he's got like a quite a strong voice for a halfling, like yes, this is what I found for you, sir. And he comes with all these different tomes, but he's make notes of things, so he gives you like a bunch of things to read. And as you go through them over time, you find out quite a bit of information. That the main thing is that Asimars bear within their souls the light of the heavens. So they are the descendants of human with a touch of the power from Mount Celestia. You are very aware of Mount Celestia being where divine creatures are. So this is the divine realm of lawful good deities. And also you gather that Asimars are born to serve as champions of the gods. Their births hail as blessed events, and they are people of overworldly visages, with luminous features just like yours, that reveal their celestial heritage. And that starts to linger in your mind as you get all this information. Normally typical, they are descendants of devas, that you know that they are some kind of angelic, celestial, quite powerful creature. And they normally get this granted a sense of destiny and desire of rightfulness. That's something that you've always have. And that also that is quite important, that they get guided through dreams. And you are aware that you've been having all these unusual dreams as well. And the halfling is looking at you, chewing a biscuit. So is this what you wanted, sir?
Yes, there's a lot more than I expected, but thank you all, chap. This helps a lot. Thank you.
Anytime. He kind of like extends his hand to shake it. His ink-stained hand with bits of crumbled cookie on it. And it feels like really warm and sway. It's one of those hands that you kind of like shake and you think to yourself, oh shit, I so wish I could have done that. I'll
kind of just whisper to myself, glad I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah. And he says, anything else you need? I'm here. Remember, speak at your service, sir.
Thank you, good sir.
That's all right. Will you be okay to fill in this questionnaire about my service? And he gives you this paper. This is something we do. You know, I'm new here, so I want to make sure I get promoted.
Sure.
Oh, thank you, sir. And he's there looking at what you're writing, kind of like from the corner, just like taking a peek as you are filling in the marks.
You know, can I just give this once I'm done? Can I just?
Oh, yeah, of course.
A bit? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Take your time.
Yep.
Yeah,
I will.
You can just drop it in that box over there.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. What was your name again? Pin, Mr. Pin.
Bryn.
Oh, Bryn. Yeah. So
Bryn.
Sorry. All right. Bye. Thank you, sir. And it lingers. Sorry, I do this kind of thing. My apologies. It lingers.
I guess I fill it out. I hate these. I honestly don't hate these myself.
Very British of you to fill something out that you hate.
I can't wait to read this review.
And once you fill in this questionnaire and put it on the box, I assume, or not, you start to think, is this why you are having all these visions at night? Who is this person? Who you know that you don't know who your parents are? Does that mean your father is an angel or your mother? And all these kind of things swirl your mind and make you feel happy yet unsettled.
And as your thoughts take you through a few nights, we go back to Bruce. And after a few nights, you decide to make your way back into the Great Library, and make your way down towards the catacombs, or where all the old books and a spectral dragon, Mirren, would be.
Once again, this is open for anyone who would want to accompany him.
Well, there is
So it's
only
not-
Bryn.
Okay, so we're doing it that way. Fair enough.
Well,
So
I would say when you go back to Dorothy, she still says she's not feeling well, and you go back to Morco's room, he's still not there.
just to clarify, then, so this is all happening over the course of like a day. Then this isn't just sort of like jumping around over a 2 week.
Well, this
period of time,
this
then.
this bit where you're going towards Mirren moves probably after like 2 or 3 days.
Sure.
Yeah, so we're just going like through a whole 10 day, so it will be like a week and a half in normal time, but 10 days in a 10 day.
Yeah, just want to make sure we couldn't sort of play with it a little bit, so that if anyone wanted to be along with it, we're not going to be limited in that regard. That was all. So you want to just do it there. That Aki and Gray are not around.
Aki and Gray won't
Aki
be
and
back.
Gray.
Won't be back for 10 days based on their
Fair
journey.
enough.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's
sure.
the only issue.
Oh, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so if he'll say to Bryn where he's going, and he offers if he wants to come along.
Oh, I'm okay. I'll keep an eye on Dorothy, make sure she's okay. Maybe I can help in some way.
Of course. No, not a problem. Not a problem. Right, here I go. I'll saunter on to the is it the Emerald Gate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I so is his number 2 there?
Yes.
2. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How
What
are you
is
doing
it
today?
good?
Oh, but because it's a lovely day.
Every morning is a good morning, I guess.
Yes, yes, a fresh start.
Nice to see you again.
You
I
as well.
guess.
You as well. And I will.
And you see us before, he's got these pink robes, like a stone, a gem on his head, a pointy wizard hat, and he's like a shiny golden.
You're looking remarkably polished today. You look very well turned out, sir.
Thank you. I do my polishing at night.
Does good to know. Bruce is totally oblivious to that, and it carries on walking. It's good to see you again, and he carries on walking.
How can I help you today?
Oh, I wish to visit the. I wish to pass through the gate, sir.
You are a frequent user, frequent broker of the rules, but I have been told that to grant you access, do you have that document that it should have been given to you?
Do I?
Make a fate roll. Actually,
You bastard.
do you?
Do I? I don't know. Surely I do.
Yeah.
Surely I do.
Let's say that you can do it with advantage. Let's be nice. So do a
Oh.
fate roll at advantage, because it's very likely you knew you were coming here. So that will determine if
He's
you
let us
fail.
pass. He's let us pass 2 or 3 times. Come
I know,
on.
yeah.
All right.
That's
Let's go high.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Try again.
Okay.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Are you kidding?
All right. Today, you are aware that you were looking for that document in your room, and with all the mess with the animals, Amish, he does love to play with things and take papers and stuff, and you were not able to find it. And 2 looks at you. You know the rules. You're gonna get me fired.
How on earth would I get you fired? What would they do to you?
They might turn me into pieces and rebuild a new version of myself with my old pieces, and that will not be pleasant.
Okay. Could you wait just 5 minutes? I walk back. I run back. I run back to where I know Bryn is. I knock on Bryn's door. Bryn,
Yeah?
could I borrow your document to get past the bloody emerald door?
Sure.
Thank
Do
you.
I know what he's talking about?
Yes, you
yeah.
do. We all have one.
Yeah, you do.
Make a
It's like an
Okay.
insignia, yeah, that you've been given.
make a fate roll.
Ooh, okay.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
You're killing me.
Standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stole them all and took them to Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I didn't even say. Sorry. Let me redo that. I didn't even say. I'll do high and then re-roll it because yeah. Let's see how this messes me up too.
Hey, watch this. Real tight to screw you over. Well, if I screw you over, it's gonna screw me over.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
Thank
are-
Braden.
Your look on your table, and is that?
Here it is.
Thank
And
you
I'll
very
pass it to him.
much. Thank you very much. I'll be back soon. Jolly good.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, I run back to the Emerald Door, and I go, 2, I have a pass.
Oh, that is really good news. Oh my god. And he starts like scans it, like there is like some pink light come up from his eyes.
Oh, wow.
It's their eyes, and he kind of like scans it. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Lockwood. And he puts his hand on this green, kind of like arcane looking emerald door that is huge in size, like just feet and feet. And the door slowly opens. Please, you go first, Mr. Lockwood.
Thank you very much, too. You're doing a smashing job.
A pleasure always. And he just kind of like waits. You see, like they let you pass kind of like a bit leadway, but slowly he's kind of behind you, far away.
Okay. So I walk on in and I head down towards the catacombs. Also, I kind of thought he was going to say, "Good to see you, Mr. Barfire."
Yeah.
I thought he was going to come out with that, and I'm just going to go, "Yes, that is I."
All right. And as you make your way down towards the catacomb, again the smell of old books and very wet and damp air. You step through and you see the lines of bookshelves covered with, waterlogged books and dripping of water from the ceiling itself. Very, very mysterious and almost ominous place. This place.
All right, back again. Miriam. Hello, it's me again, Bruce Lockwood. Hello. I have something for you. For your hoard. And I pull the book out from the bag of holding.
No response.
Miriam, I have a book for you. Miriam.
And as you slowly walk down the aisles, going left, right, looking for her, speaking her name, there is no response.
What the devil is going on?
Yes.
Could I roll?
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Carry on, go ahead.
Could I roll something? Arcana, religion, perception? I'm not
Perception
sure.
would be good. Yep. Let's go with
Okay,
perception.
Let's go with this then. Genuinely, I'm not sure what I would have rolled for this. Okay. 6.
Okay. Well, first things first, you hear no sound of the dragon or its roar or anything of her at all anywhere as you kind of walk along. And you begin kind of walking around, and then you realize you don't know where you are, and these books and shelves look pretty same. And then you eventually come across to this chamber. But you also hear in the distance to your right some sort of kind of soft humming noise, like someone's humming a tune. Very, very kind of olden tune coming from the distance over there. But in front of you, there is a chamber in there. In this chamber itself, you see on the side there is on the console there's some sort of continuous flame, and even there's water dripping onto these flames. It just doesn't go away, and it just continues just and lighting up this room itself.
And this is inside the chamber. Okay.
This is just another kind of like a doorway that leads into this another chamber itself. In here, it says there's actually a slab, and there's a book there. Well, there is actually like a piece of paper, a note there, and in here it says, "Those who wish to seek knowledge of the past that has not been transcribed, you may sit here to meditate, and once you do so, may ask sages of the past of such questions. Be warned, this is a toll to the mind. Be prepared." And that's what it says.
A toll to the mind and... oh, bloody hell, that's the last thing I need. I'll shout Miriam once more. Miriam!
Miriam?
Are you about?
Are you about?
Remarkably loud echo for such a small room. Right, well, when in Candlekeep, and I'll step onto the sort of the dais, crouch in at my knees, and begin to meditate as I usually do, to try what you would normally do, sort of to connect with nature, the natural world, and which led to him making contact with this bear spirit, which he is almost certain is his old bear friend from years ago when he was a child, the bear Steel that he'd named. And just to try and connect with whatever is around here, he can almost hear the bear sort of chuffing and growling in the background when he does this, but this is not a wild environment, so I'm not sure how that would necessarily work. Flavor stuff,
And as you sit there and the noises that you hear of the wild, focusing, time passes without you even knowing. And after an hour, you begin to hear words very, very softly into the air around you. And as you kind of open your eyes, I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at that.
You hear all this kind of...
12.
All right. As you open your mind, a volume of knowledge that is you cannot comprehend focus into your eyes, and as it happens, you begin clutching your head, and as you do, you take 27 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I get bleeding from the ears.
And you do. And while this is happening, you are also insane. You cannot take any actions. You can't understand what other creatures say. You can't read, and you only speak gibberish.
I'll say, like, as it's just for a bit of flavor, as it overwhelms him, he just kind of and he goes into a rage. He's just kind of he's just gone full, like, animal almost. He's stomping around. He's snarling, trying to find the thing that hurt him, and he's sort of like hitting the wall or the walls around, stomping on the ground. And he's roaring as loud as he can. He's half orc has gone just sort of full orc right now.
And
I
as this
don't know what Pocket is doing.
and as this is happening, and you, sorry, give me a second. My headphones are about to die. as this is happening and you start slamming around, for you, whatever thought that you have, you start moving around and it's kind of very blurry. You somehow find your way outside into the great library. As you storm into the looking around, you see people of oaths looking at you as you start running towards them and slashing and lashing at them. Some of them kind of run away. Moments later, you see a few other people kind of standing there with wands in their hands, holding scepters in their hands and looking at you and trying to calm you down, but you're just losing your mind. All of a sudden, you just feel this force hit you, and as you do, you just... And then moments later, you're still murmuring, your eyes begin to kind of fade and gray away. And as this happens, why don't we go on a break and see what happens?
Oh no!
What the hell?
Oh, damn.
What the hell? Yeah, that was amazing.
Alright.
Mm.
It's like, imagine, you remember in the Age of Ultron when the Hulk has had that mind whammy done on him by Scarlet Witch? That's what I imagine.
Wow.
All right.
Amazing. For you watching at home, please don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly with more mysteries to be revealed.
Yeah. See you in a bit. are back. Thank you for waiting, and
Yay.
let's just jump straight back into the session of today. As Bruce gets knocked out and unconscious.
What did I break?
Well, we're going to find that out in a bit. We're going to jump to Gray and Aki as they arrive at Candlekeep 5 days later. And as you guys
Baldur's Gate.
do... Sorry, what did I say? Candlekeep? Baldur's Gate, I mean.
Yep.
Yeah, you did
They're
the year
done.
10.
They've come back.
Come
Yay.
back. And
I hate that place.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you find yourself at the gates of Baldur's Gate in the distance. And I'll leave it to you guys on what you wish to do here.
Oh, what made you want to tag along on this?
I have some business I want to take care of here in Baldur's Gate for myself, and, well, you look like you could use a friend. Besides, we don't really talk a lot, me and you.
I guess that's true. But I don't know. I thought we got on okay situations taken into account last time we were here.
Yeah, I mean, I got some nice slippers out of it. There was that time I almost died. We had a good time.
I was there for the worst of those two, so do you require help with what you're here for?
I might need your help. I kind of liked Bashim's shop, but I don't think he really wants me to come back.
Well, I wasn't there at all. I gave my money to Bruce for safekeeping, and I had to go and take care of something, so he wouldn't recognize me if that's useful.
I wanted to see if he had... There's 2 or 3 items that I'm really looking forward to finding. I wanted to see if I could find someone who's... And I'm gonna take off the cape of the mount back. I want to see if I could trade this to someone for a different cloak. One that could make me... I don't know. Harder... I want to find an item in combat that's going to make me like harder to hit. Not quite so, tough, but you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Eventually, that's maybe something I could help you with as well. If I figure out how the tattoo stuff works, and I'm skilled enough, and we come into some difficult to find supplies, I can probably help with not tougher but harder to hit. I read something that says you can help things to pass through you. Harder to hit.
It's a laxative.
I was thinking the same thing.
No, the idea, you can't, people can't catch you, people can't tackle you. They would kind of pass through you.
That would be really useful.
I think so. And I think, every so often you can focus to not let something hurt you as much as it otherwise would.
Well,
But there's a lot of options, and I'm not completely on top of it yet.
You can make an Arcana check if you want, the both of you. If you want to remember or something like that. Arcana or History, with your choice.
17.
Okay. What did Aki roll?
16.
16. All right. Both of you will think there is items that come to your mind. Something is called a cloak of displacement, and this cloak will will make you appear in a illusion of yourself standing in a near place to your location, so that will give enemies, make you harder to hit out of game. It will be disadvantage against you to attack you, but you also know that this item is wondrous and rare, so it will not be something cheap, that's for sure.
You were so excited about your ability to teleport, or whatever it is you do, with the smoke and the grabbing Morker.
I mean, it is exciting, don't get me wrong. Scaring the crap out of Morker was... It was amazing. But... I don't know, maybe someone else might want this cloak. Maybe I should just hold on to it and give it to someone else.
Well, if you think someone else might find use for it, sure. I imagine it's worth some coin in exchange against something. Maybe you can get upgrade.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. But enough about me. What about you? Why did you come to this town? Why did you come back to Baldur's Gate?
I'm looking for some of the materials for the tattoos I can hopefully eventually help the party by performing. Candlekeep's not exactly the place to find that.
Yeah, trust me. I know. Anyways. Let's go to your tattoo shop first. I've got a lot to do, so I'll save it for later.
Well, it's less tattoo shop, more jewels and jewelry.
Control yourself. I can.
These are the materials we need, and we may need to come back if you're going to.
I will
5-finger discount something. Do it well.
I will put my hands in my pockets. You have nothing to worry about.
Right.
We'll pretend I believe you.
Before we go any further, are we close to any stands or kiosks that are selling, like, I don't know, like hats or masks or something we could just quickly cover our faces with?
Of course, there's plenty of shops around and stuff like that. Whatever you want to find, you will find at Baldur's Gate. What do you want? A mask?
I would like to get a mask for myself, something that'll completely just cover my face.
Sure. There is a mask, and it'll cost you 5 silver pieces for a mask.
Do you have something for him as well? For my friend?
I'm not going to wear a mask, Graham.
What about a hat?
Horns.
Can I get a scarf?
Your chewing's in character, by the way. I just assume that Aki's already eating something.
Another 5 silver pieces, so 1 gold in total.
Fine, 1 gold. But what kind of masks do you have? What do they look like?
Alright, I'll do 2 things. What do you want them to look like?
I'd like to get a mask that either sort of like a children's mask, anything that like looks like a dragon, or anything that is like an animal or something like that. Anything that's kind of friendly looking.
Plastic party mask.
More clayish, like pottery.
Yeah, porcelain.
Something that looks nice.
Yeah, sure. Okay. And Bryn, what do you want the mask to look like?
Well, just the complete opposite of what he said.
Okay.
No. I hate you, Bryn. I hate Luke.
Make a
I don't know, just like something like wooden and crappy looking that like just about covers his face.
Okay.
Not the fanny pack. Not the fanny pack again.
Make a fate roll. Gray.
Which one of us?
Gray. Yeah, he's buying.
Low. And I was gonna buy that scarf for Bryn. 13.
Alright. You get a nice box and he puts it in, gives it to you. And yeah, you've got this nice wooden kind of almost looks like kind of.
I paid 5 silver for this.
You look around, there's no other mask shops around. It's the best you could do.
I'll tell you what.
I can
One-
paint it for you or something.
Fucking 2 silver for the mask, 3 for the scarf.
Make a persuasion check.
9.
Nine silver pieces. That's the lowest I'm gonna go.
Just give me the damn scarf. Keep the mask.
Alright. Pay 5 silver pieces for that.
Fine. Let's keep going. Come on, Aki. Obviously, we could find someone who sells better crap than this guy.
Alright. As you start making your way around Baldur's Gate, I need you both to give me stealth checks.
If it helps your
That's
hunt
what I
for
was
stones,
afraid of.
I know that Dorothy does have a pile of precious stones, as well as about 800 gold in cash.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Holy crap. 19.
You guys move around. It's fairly busier than usual. However, as you kind of walk around, you see that the stalls and the markets itself don't have that much item in stock. And even though it's kind of busy, you see a lot of people kind of buying out stuff. Toilet rolls, no, I'm joking. They kind of move across, and you find yourself looking around. You find the stall that's actually selling jewels and gems, and you come across this person, and you see this human woman, and she goes, "How can I help?"
Is there something special going on today? Why the big...
No, you see, I'm not sure if you've heard the news of the city disappearing just east from here. Yes, and pretty much everyone's come here, but supplies have been low, and this is all we have at the moment, unfortunately.
Your supplies used to come from El Dorado?
From all over the place as well, but because of that city disappearing, either it's scared of tradespeople or... I'm not sure, I'm just finding it hard to get in my merchandise in to sell. But we have for this right now. Not that great, but I hope it's what you're looking for. And she shows you the variety that you rolled for in front of you.
Would you have the facility to grind or pulverize such stones? Or know who may?
We can do that for you, yes, but it will take some time.
Then
I will also make a make an Arcana check. Both of you can, if you want to.
yeah, that seems more on point. 5.
16.
Gray, you would know that someone who has strong arcane abilities can also perform of not grinding per se, but to turn this like stones or gems into dust. And perhaps, well, what better place to find someone like that in Candlekeep itself?
I'm gonna go ahead and relay that message to Aki.
I've never thought of that, but then I've never done this before. Okay. The onyx, you said. How much for everything that you have here?
She has in front of her 500 gold pieces worth of onyx that you can buy.
I'll gladly take that, but I'm one of the seekers of Candlekeep. You are the nearest major city. I imagine we'll see each other again. So, in the interest of striking a longer-term business relationship, would you be willing to start off with any kind of a happier deal for a recurring patron in the future?
Make persuasion check.
He is very, very loyal. He'll always come back.
26.
Oh wow, nice.
I mean, if you're going to be buying this, I think we could get along. But I'm sure if you come back within 2 weeks, I'll have a much better variation of jewels. Just seek me out. I'm always here anyway.
Wonderful. What was your name, dear? Sorry.
You may call me Susanna.
Susanna. I think we're going to see a lot of each other, Susanna.
I hope so too.
Then I'll gladly take all of the onyx you have here.
Alright. Mark 500 gold pieces off, and you have 500 gold pieces worth of onyx on you now. Great. What do you want
so
to do?
I didn't manage to get a discount out of it at all?
Oh, you wanted a discount now?
Or is it a longer term thing? Okay, if it's percentages over time, I can live with that as well.
He'd like his discount, please.
She's
No,
very happy that you're purchasing this now, and she's made she's definitely wrote down she takes your details down as well, and where you are, and probably, you never know, in the future she may even bring wares to you personally herself.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Aki.
Thank you.
I was
Yes.
gonna sell these while we were here, but I don't know. Maybe you might need these, but I'm gonna pull out two diamond rings that were worth 100 gold each. I was told.
How much of that is the diamond, and how much of that is the gold?
Where are these rings from?
I
Do you remember?
That's the ones you actually sold already.
No, I sold the signet ring of Lady Baroness Brantifax.
Okay,
I got the 2 diamond rings on the train.
That's...
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I'll
that's
leave
true,
that to
actually,
Cisco then.
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
was
you did.
going around the ball.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay. You stole them from someone's pocket. I do remember. Yeah, no worries.
Right on.
So if they're 100 gold pieces each, I don't know, Cisco, how much percentage of that is diamond worth?
I will say they have. Let's say that is a 50 gold piece diamond, like a little one.
Okay, so they both have 50 gold cut.
Yeah, so it will
pieces.
be 100.
100 gold pieces worth of diamond there.
Yeah.
Would it help in
They would certainly. They're certainly useful, and diamonds are potentially less likely to turn up in Baldur's Gate than others. If you don't mind, I mean, this is a great deal of gold to part with, to give to me.
Yeah, but I don't mind helping you out this one. I'm gonna toss him the rings.
Actually, apologies. I'll go back on that. 75 gold piece diamond each, because it will be too. It will be too. Yeah, it will be too cheap otherwise. The diamond. It will be too expensive. So 150 worth of diamonds between the two of them.
Susanna, would you have any facility to separate the stones from the gold here?
Oh, yeah. Why don't you leave this with me, and then I'll come back in an hour, 2?
Perfect. Thank you very much, dear.
Yeah. She takes it and she begins processing on separating the gold ring from the diamond itself.
Thank you, Gray. That's very generous.
Yeah, I can be generous sometimes. Now, come on. It's my turn now. I've got somewhere I want to go visit.
Larger plans than just wooden masks, then.
Come on, it'll be fun. I promise.
Okay.
I would like to walk Aki back to the old church Bahamut, but I also want to try and whistle really loudly and see if I could catch any of the kids' attention, like Vinny.
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
I would like to use the last charge of my whatchamacallit.
I mean, this will be a different day, so it will be full again.
Sweet. So I've got one charge left then. Not 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Good thing
Wow.
Morker isn't here.
He is Moko. What are you talking about?
I apologize. I thought I was just in front of the great reader. The square.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm Morker. I'm angry. I could do that because Matt's not here.
I still like the fact the monk is the angry one and not me.
I know. I'm just trying to find the music that you guys all like. Can't find it. Find it itself. Do you remember what it was called?
I can't remember actually. I know the one you mean.
Yeah, maybe I think I found it. Hold up, I'll play it in a second.
It should be on the Mathros.
While they're finding that song, guys, thank you for joining the stream today. If you're having a great time, remember, Bryn ruined my good time.
You ruined my good time a little while ago as well.
Bryn did not do anything.
That's true, it wasn't Bryn.
No, it was the agents of chaos you play with.
Yeah, that's the worst part about this, Lucky. We can't do anything about it because he's down in
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
I do
this
like
is
this
one
song.
Well, this is one of them.
RPG music.
When you look around and you're going through the city,
No,
there,
actually.
you see the kind of ginger-haired boy, kind of with his friends there, kind of lurking around, looking for some targets, and he's smiling, talking to the other kids and stuff like that. And you see them kind of shifting into the crowd themselves, and all of a
Rocky,
sudden
protect your pockets.
you hear this kind of oh, and turns around and whoosh, slaps this man. How dare you touch my bottom? What do you? I didn't touch your bottom. What are you talking about? And you see the one of the boys just with a bag in his hand kind of go and then shift into the side into an alley, and then you see the other two kind of shift there into the alley, and you see them all go into that one alley. What do you do?
All right, Aki, make sure to keep those pockets real close to you if you like them, okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna, without Aki trying to see, I'm gonna try and like make sure my coins go into my little special bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I perception that? If you're just doing this right beside me?
Make a sleight of hand, and this is what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay.
He does not see it.
Yeah. So you see him kind of just put his hand in his pocket, and then that's all you see. And then you begin making your way to this side alley.
Oh, Vinny!
Uh,
Or Rennie! Sorry, Rennie!
As you say that, he kind of turns around. Oh, it's you! I haven't seen you around the city for a while.
Yeah.
Guys, it's great.
Ah.
Now, what have you boys been up to? I saw that little play back there. What'd you get a hold of?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Don't have anything. What are you talking about?
Rennie?
Look,
Yeah, our hands are clean, mate.
why don't you search me? Raises his hand. Come on.
Aki. Why don't you, blow their minds with a trick or something? Really show them we don't have to search them with our own hands. You know.
You want me to scare the children?
No. Use that magical hand you have.
Yeah, try to scare us
could do
off
that.
with you there.
What
I'd
do
like
you-
to see that.
I wonder what he uses that magical hand for, huh?
Yeah.
Probably to rub
He
one
thinks
off,
he's
innit?
gonna scare us.
You're just how are these human children?
You see a human, and probably one of them looks more like a halfling, maybe. Very,
Yeah.
very, very young.
Yeah, you
Then I
notice
can-
there is a new one, a little tiefling girl as well. Like purple tiefling.
I'm guessing I've got about 4 feet on them.
Oh yeah.
Kind of bend down, and using thaumaturgy, I can change my eyes to look differently when I'm speaking to the halfling, and then speak in halfling to them.
Ooh.
Yes, there is a lot we could do to scare you, or we could just search your pockets without moving.
Oh, like an intimidation check at advantage, actually.
That's why I brought
As
him
your
along.
eyes change, they are like, wow.
My little charisma king.
Wow.
18.
Okay. They seem pretty shocked by it, especially the tiefling girl doesn't seem to be moving at all. She's got this kind of face, like, I've seen it all kind of thing. But the others, they're like, wow.
Oi,
And they kind of
stop
move
it!
back.
And you see Rennie kind of step in front. Look, I don't want any trouble here. Just let us go, okay? We didn't do anything.
Rennie, we're just playing with you, but come on. I'm not gonna take it. I just want to see what work you've been doing. I want to see if you've improved.
Alright. And then you
Doing
see...
commission with you anymore. We don't have to show you anything. But yeah,
don't.
okay.
There you go.
That is
Thank
that.
you guys.
Yeah, he kind of puts his hand up, and you see him kind of take off his little hat, and as he does, he goes, well, you see this beautiful thing? Found this little pearl somewhere very nice. It's
Wow.
pretty good.
That is. You guys have been doing great.
Yeah.
Now,
Can I perception to see how good that pearl is?
Make a perception check. Oh, perception or history, it's up to you.
Perception or history? It's history because it's mine. Perception, okay. No, I've got no idea, never mind.
You know, but it is bigger than the one that you, I think, gave to Dorothy, or Dorothy Burrow and stuff like that, but a lot bigger. Probably maybe even twice the size, so yeah.
Which makes it worth approximately.
About 200 gold pieces.
Ooh.
why don't we make a trade for that, Rennie?
What?
We've got this really nice ring of our own. It's a diamond ring. You don't really come across diamonds, I hear, in Baldur's Gate often.
That's true.
No, I can't give you this one. This one's a quite sentimental one for me.
Sentimental?
Yeah. Basically,
Isn't that the one your brother carried in his butt?
shh, and he kind of nudges him.
We'll clean it later, Aki. Don't worry.
Well, we found this home, and there was this mistress there. She had these pearls, and she was busy doing her things. So, me and my brother went inside, got this pearls. We actually had the whole necklace, but then he wanted to pull it, and it snapped, and all the pearls went off. And well, he said he'll hide this one. We did get caught, but then after that, they let us go because we didn't have anything, and he managed to stick it up his butt.
Yeah, we call it the bum pearl. It means a lot to us.
Oh God. Oh. Okay. Rennie, we gotta talk about hiding places later. Aki, you just pull out the ring and show it to him, but don't let him touch it.
I have no idea what you're talking. You mean the one that we've
diamond
left
ring.
to be the one that you've threw me, which is being separated by the jeweler.
Oh, yeah. I guess we did leave that.
Make a both of you, I say, make a perception check.
Oh no.
The longer we're here.
Alright, what you got? 23.
22.
You hear them. You hear Rennie just say, "They left the rings at the jewelers. All right, just send someone else." That's it.
Oh.
Go on.
dang it.
Kind of nudges them, and you see one of the kids kind of run off.
I'm gonna immediately grab Rennie and try
Oi!
to snap. I'm gonna grab that pearl out of his hand.
Okay. Make a
And then,
make a grapple check, I guess.
what is that?
Athletics for you.
Athletics? Oh, I'm good at that. But he might be better.
He is. As you try to kind of snatch towards him, he whatever he's wearing is loose, and he kind of just whoosh, takes it off as you've just got a kind of rags in your hand, and then he puts his middle finger up, and then you just see them behind you in the alleyway just scatter. They pull the bins down past, looking at you, and then middle finger, fuck you, right, fuck you.
Fuck you! And you notice that the tiefling girl, when she says fuck you, there is a magical effect and it's so loud, fuck you! The whole street is resonating, and you gather she's got some tiefling ability to do thaumaturgy, like normally a tiefling world.
You see people start kind of looking in to...
We gotta go.
Right. Let's back to the jeweler, or...
Yeah, I was hoping they would do me a favor later, but I guess I've got to work on them later. I'm sorry you had to see that.
That's alright. Don't get to speak halfling very often.
As you return back to the jewelers after a while, I would say make a fate roll. Both of you's one each.
I'm gonna say hi on mine. Natural 20.
Okay.
I got high.
Nice. I have completely forgotten how to do this. If Kai can do this directly from there, so low, I suppose, if this works. Oh, it's an 11, even if it's not coming up there.
All right, an 11. You see, kind of Susanna, kind of looking like, where's that other diamond? I'm sure I left it here. Oh, you're back. And unfortunately, I think I've misplaced one of your diamonds. I promise you, I did not steal it. You can see the honesty in her face completely, and but I managed to separate this one, and I was working on this one, and I came back and she starts kind of looking on the floor, looking around for it. And you see her.
Are you able to discount him for losing that ring?
I will definitely compensate you for it. How much?
We can't see the kids from here, and we can't hear anybody giggling nearby.
No, nothing at all. It's just crowded street, and as you do, she says, "I guess." She compensates you 120 gold back to you.
Thank you very much for that.
I
really
so
appreciate
sorry.
that, Suzanne.
This never happens to me. I'm unsure why this did. I need to maybe get more protection or something. I apologize. But you have
Not
a
to
75 gold piece separated diamond.
Yeah.
And a 25 gold piece ring. Gold piece ring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, would you be willing to part with the Rodoch Rusite? Is that how you say that?
Yes.
The pink one. Nailed it. I have 155 gold plus the gold piece you've just separated.
You know what? I'll take 50 off. 150 gold pieces for this much, and it's actually 200 gold pieces worth. So she says, "My fault. I don't want to ruin our business of what we have. Please go ahead."
You're most kind, Suzanne.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, mark off 150 gold pieces, and you'll have 150 gold pieces of the gem that I do not dare to pronounce.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Before we leave,
So that was the Gems for All shop, right? In the wide, yeah.
Yes,
Okay, cool. Let's make a note of her name.
Susanna.
I'll just stop by an armor real quick. That's
Mhm.
the last thing I want to do. I'm gonna knock knock.
All right.
Anyone here?
Now, what do you want? Ting, ting,
Armor? Maybe some weapons? What do you
ting.
have?
We have what you see. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for anything elven or mithril. Oh, and I guess we should get something for Bruce while we're here, shouldn't we?
Oh, do you know what Bruce is looking for?
He likes malls.
Above game, you'll know he's getting that sword, that big sword, converted into a proper dragon slayer. So just so you're aware, you'd know that.
I mean, we could get him a new monocle.
Tiny mouse armor.
Tiny mouse armor. I love that. Let's do that if we can.
All right, so we got two things to ask for. One, could you make some tiny mouse armor? And two, mithril or elven armor, anything like that, or even a cloak of displacement.
He's just looking at you, baffled. He has no idea what you're talking about, especially when you started with mouse armor. He's just like, are
Lost him.
you joking or are you actually serious or off with your head?
If you can make it, we'll buy it.
How big's the mouse?
Mouse-sized?
Well, rat. I think there's been some debate about rat. A rat. A rat's worth protecting.
I can make some makeshift, I guess. And you see him kind of look for a bracer, like a metal bracer, and he goes, I guess I'll work with this. And what's the other thing you wanted? Cloak of what?
Cloak of displacement or elven or mithril armor? Anything?
Well, I'm not a dwarf, so you won't get any mithril unless you ask a dwarf, and they don't really tend to part with mithril very, very easily, unless you're a dwarf, really. An elven armor? Now, what's elven armor? Kind of thinks about it for a moment. Let's make it see if he... Oh, yeah. Cisco, what's an elven armor?
Yeah, he will be talking about Elven Chain, I assume.
Elven chain, yeah.
Let me just make sure I get it right, because I'm checking it as you guys are speaking.
Plus
Anyway.
1 bonus to your AC based on
Yeah.
whatever the armor is. It's generally medium armor. Okay. Let's make a fate roll. See if he has one here, and then see where he kind of price wise.
I'll let you pick it, Mo. I trust you.
No, you make the fate roll. I'm not making the fate roll.
Okay.
Your bad luck is your own.
Low. Oh, that was gonna be great. Oh, it's a
It's a
10.
reroll.
Reroll.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wrong.
Low. The best nat one of my life.
Wow, it's just
wow.
going polar opposites all the time.
So it will be.
All right, you guys. I think I've got something like that. Just give me a second. You see him kind of rustle back to the back, and he pulls out a elven. Let's see, what medium armors are there? Let me pull up my handbook. And
Yeah, you can get.
You don't need to be proficient with this, do you?
No. But I
That's
will
why
tell,
you're looking for it.
I'll say roll a d4. So
Light armor, padded leather, studded leather. That will be on his category, but then hide, chain shirt, scale mail.
Yeah.
wait, where's the armor? I'm looking for it. Ah, there it is. Oh no, sorry. Roll a. It is 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Roll a d. You know the armor that you Bryn, that you asked for.
Yeah.
What was it called again? The split.
Splint, yeah.
Was that a
Splint.
medium armor as well?
No, that's heavy.
That's a heavy armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. So roll a d5.
I'm so excited about this mouse armor. Does Reapy Cheap even deserve the mouse armor?
It's gonna have to be light armor, or he's gonna roll with disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of important because he's our scout.
We could get him little outfits.
What's that noise? It sounds like a dinner bell.
Have you ever seen?
Yeah. Roll a
film?
d5. Have you rolled a d5? Great.
I rolled a 1.
No, roll a d5, not a d4.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought Bryn was going to do that.
Have you ever seen the
D5.
films Voyage of the Dawn Treader or such?
There's
where-
no D5. There's D4, D6, D8.
Yeah, if you just write /R 1d5, it should roll it.
Oh, and roll 20, yeah?
Slash
Yeah.
DR
Or slash just R.
So a /R,
Forward slash.
forward slash R
then space
Space.
1d5.
1D5. Wait, what? No, once again.
Okay, two.
Yep.
Yep, nope, that's right.
Yeah, that's it. 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a
Probably
change shirt.
change shirt.
Yeah, so there is a change shirt, but you do see the elven kind of design and insignia on it. So this will be a armor class of 14 plus your dex mod. So it will make your armor to 16. And that's what he has at the moment.
Alright.
How much does that cost?
Yeah.
It will be 50 gold pieces for the regular, but then the enchantment on top, it will be quite is rare. So it could be up to 5,000, but I'll leave it to more.
I will say make a
I'm broke. I just spent every penny I've got. I'm not buying it. Don't worry.
I wasn't gonna ask anyone for it.
We don't have half that combined.
Yeah.
well, he'll say if you don't have the money at the moment, I'll hold it for you. Maybe when you come back and you want to get it. But come back in a week or two. Right now supplies are pretty low. I'm sure you've heard about the city. But if you come back, I'll have a better way for you.
There is money in the bag of holding. You just say you took some.
You could do that.
I
The
have
amount of time to work on mouse armor.
I don't know. I'm only gonna just make add a few straps to this bracer. Maybe cut a hole for the head, thin it down.
It's gonna.
What do you say?
I have 700 gold right now for that elven chain. Does that sound?
I actually don't. Is it a rare for Elven Chain? I'm not too sure.
It says rare.
But for
Rarity, item rarity, rare.
oh,
It's a blue.
yeah, if it's in rare, then it's gonna be thousands and thousands.
The other one, the mithril, is not. That one is uncommon, but they don't have it.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, if you could hold on to that for a later time, I'll just take the mouse armor for right now.
All
I'll
right.
give you 2 gold.
Yeah, sure. He takes the 2 gold, and after a little while, you stand outside, watch the bustling city kind of continue on. He comes up. There you go. And I'll just make a performance check to see how it went out. Yep, it's pretty shit. But it looks like there's a lot of couple of straps around. I'm not sure. You just strap this around the belly of the rat. This is where you put the head. Should be able to protect it.
Oh, he'll love it, won't he, Aki?
It's the thought that counts, I've always said.
Yeah. Alright, well, you don't know anyone in town that has a cloak of displacement at all?
I honestly don't know what that is. Probably go to the
Don't
the
worry
higher
about it.
areas where all the magical shops are. I know this person. What was his name again? Something start with B.
Oh, Beckham. Yeah, we gotta go. Aki, let's.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much for the mouse thing?
Oh, he's already paid.
Already.
Oh, great. We're out of here. Yeah, why are we rushing?
I don't want to see Bashim.
You don't want to see me. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I have no business with him, so I'm happy to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm done. Everything I wanted is too expensive.
All right.
Back for a drink then.
Yeah, let's head back for a drink. Let's check in on Bryn and Bruce, and I feel like we're forgetting a really small guy, and I wonder if Dorothy's dead. No. She must be fine. Come on, let's go back.
Absolutely. You're driving.
Great, I love this. Yeah, just
We'll
as
come
hard
back-
as I can.
We'll come back to you guys in a bit before you leave Baldur's Gate, because you said you wanted to go to the temple as well. But before you do go to there, we'll jump back to the guys at Candlekeep. All right,
Oh dear.
Bruce,
Hi.
you wake up and you are back in the house of rest. Your head is pounding. You can just hear the sound of your heartbeat in your head. It's like your ears are throbbing with heat as well. And standing in front of you is the gatekeeper, and he looks at you.
Before we go anywhere, I'm gonna do a D20 to see who is out just now. After that, we have to be royally mindfucked. I'll say a high, it'll be Bruce. A low, it'll be Bruce. Guess who's coming out to play?
Oh.
Oh, I feel like I was on a week-long bender without the fun part.
You found it fun, did you? Stomping and trying to hurt people in Candlekeep.
I said without the fun part. Oh, could you not talk so loud, please? It's my ears. Oh God, my ears are bleeding. My nose. Oh God, my nose.
Well, you should see the damage that you had caused to the others. Luckily, no one had died.
Well,
And we were able to intervene in your reckless rage.
I don't listen. All I remember going down to catacombs, meditating on some kind of dice. There was a message, a scrap of paper. Fun enough. It said you can get access to knowledge by meditating, but you might not be able to deal with it. Gave it a go because when in Candlekeep, and that's all I remember. And I'm waking up here, and yeah, here I am.
What you found down there was the Chamber of Lost Lore. You should not be down there at all. Who gave you permission?
Well, I mean, been allowed down there about 3 times now.
The first
Given you-
time that you were there, you were taken to a trial. You say you've been down 3 times. Who gave you
suppose you
permission?
Yeah, your boy, number 5.
You are talking about the warden of the Emerald Gate.
Yeah. Oh, 2. That's the one. 2.
You see him kind of turn to... there's an Avode standing next to you as well, and he turns to him, whispers something, and you see him kind of scurry off.
Listen, he did scan our things the last couple of times. The first time, yeah, that's on us. We just talked him into it. I'm pretty sure he might have malfunctioned a little bit. But Something about natural and 20s. I really don't know what the hell happened, but oh my god! Look, last couple of times he scanned everything. It was all good.
He goes towards the door, and Bryn, he calls you in.
Yes.
Please step inside.
Sure.
I do not know where the rest of your party is, but this reckless behavior cannot be accepted in this place. If you wish to do this outside the borders of Candlekeep, by all means do. Go crazy. But in here, you follow the rules and ensure that no damage is done to Candlekeep, and mostly to the people that wish to be in it or use its facilities.
Yes, the order or accordance must be followed. No fighting, no stealing, no copying, no damaging, marking, or modifying. Or any of this nonsense. This woman that passes this about just says that.
Hold on. I had permission to go down. I just didn't know what that dice thing was gonna do.
The permission that we found from you is to seek out books that have been authorized by Vizier Ag. That is all the permission that you've been given. You wandering down there is not acceptable.
Seekers.
I suppose I got one more question then. You're okay with permanent imprisonment of people and creatures who stay here then?
What do you mean?
Talking about Miriam. How long's she been down there? You ever thought of letting her go? Letting her spirit go? Seems to me that whatever crime she committed, well, everyone around Ren's long dead. Yet you keep her there. Shackled like a caged animal. Is shit alright with you?
Are you done?
You ever talk to her? Yeah, suppose I'm done. All we're doing is giving her books. He puts the book he had in his bag of holding there in front of him.
She will probably appreciate that. But to answer your question, we did not imprison her there. We are unable to release her. When she came 1,500 years ago to attack Candlekeep, she was imprisoned here. But the mage that had imprisoned her has long passed, and no one has ever since been able to release her. Even we have tried many times. The enchantment is too strong.
Yeah, of course.
And she's only a spirit anyway now. I mean, she's useful if something goes wrong, but we are not able to release her. But
Well, if you excuse me if a big dumb idiot like me can't believe that. You're the centre of learning and magical power for probably most of the world. You're not a single person able to help her out? Alright, sure, yeah, whatever you say, no problem.
You can believe what you want. What we are telling you is the truth. If you find someone that can, please bring him here and let us do that, and we will release her without any cause. Her spirit shall be free.
Bruce is
What he
visibly
says.
taken aback by that. What? Really?
Yes.
Well then.
But it's not gonna be that easy if we haven't found them. We have archmages of all kinds here, so I don't see you looking like friends of any archmages. No disrespect.
Oh, I'm sure. You're a complete arsehole. No disrespect.
Bruce, I think that's enough. We should probably head off lightly.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm sorry for the damage he caused. If there's any healing you need, I can provide.
We have healers. It is fine. However, you are forbidden to go down in the catacombs. That is all.
Understandable.
He kind of nods and leaves the room.
Oh, son of a bitch.
The woman
Takes the-
follows as well.
He takes the book and angrily puts it back in the bag of holding. Motherfucker.
Wait, Bruce, we got
What?
off lightly there. I don't know what happened to you, but you went absolutely berserk. Worse than when you're like this. Maybe there's someone else in there that you don't know about that's worse than both of you.
Well,
But
I could tell you a bit. I got mind fucked by some magical whammy.
I don't even want to question it, but we need to keep that under wraps. There was a lot of damage.
How how much damage?
It's not really that much damage. No, Cisco.
Yeah, Mo. How much was the damage?
Let's see. You injured 4 votes, and you definitely done enough into destruction to most of the great library from wherever you were kind of going in and out of this kind of rage and berserk. But yeah, needed to at least you smashed up unconscious 4 votes.
I'll just relay that.
4 of them. Almost impressed.
As you are leaving as well, the woman will bring a pamphlet once more of the thing that you already agreed to. That is the orders of accordance. Keep that in mind. We have many seekers, and this is unacceptable.
Yes, we understand. We're sorry for what's happened.
The Grey Reader likes you. What can I say? Mo, we cannot hear
My
you.
bad. Can you hear me?
That's all right. I just saw
My
you.
mic was. I thought it was on. And as she leaves the room and leaves you guys there, a few more days pass, and you begin rummaging through your bag, Bruce, and you find these mushrooms that you had acquired from the Shadowfell. You said that you wanted to research about them, or did you just want to try them?
He'd want to speak to someone with some knowledge of flora and fungi because he remembers. I remember that these are the same. You said these are the same mushrooms that our old pal Perriman used to use, and rather than just sort of popping one and seeing what happened, he would want to talk to someone before trying. Could this be the first time he could ever actually go into a rage and not have the other guy doing it? He's not too sure.
So let's say you find an Avode to kind of help you with this. So why don't you make a I guess, history check with advantage?
Okay, let's see what we get with this then. 11.
11. You begin looking around information with, otherworldly materials and medicines, but you can't really find too much. It's probably not in the information in the Great Library that Vizier Arg actually relates to, and you have permission to look for those books. It's probably maybe some other great reader that you may need to find yourself having favor and allowing him to read, or she to read your books, or they to read your books. But nothing can be found apart from these mushrooms can be found in the Shadowfell, and that they, from what research that you have seen in the physical effect of Paramin taking it, that's what you know. That's it. I can't give you any more.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, wrong one. Excuse me, Mr. Avode, sir.
You may call me Rufus.
Rufus, good sir. Do you have a location where someone may carry out experiments? Secure location, a room, something of that nature. Emphasis on secure, by the way.
Yes, we do. Normally, we actually need permission from. Let me just get his name for you.
While he's looking, he'll just explain to Rufus what he's going to. This little
The
mushroom.
first reader
No,
or the
you will need
keeper of tomes?
You'll need permission from Alchrist. He's the Dragonborn Master Sage. He's got a scar on his face. He normally deals with politics and military strategy, all sorts of stuff with battles. But I mean, I can take you. It's normally no one in there. Do you want me to take you there?
Above game, would anyone have told Bruce what Bruce said to really rile this guy way back in that trial? Bryn wouldn't. Okay. Would Aki have told him anything? Yes or no?
I think it's probably roughly been discussed, but Aki's memory is not one for verbatim.
Okay. See. Okay. Well. Okay. Righto. Let's go.
Okay. He takes you to the Great Library to a location, and as you enter, you see this area is a lot different to the rest. There are not that many books. You see some books like in glass cabinets, but it displays like battle histories. But most of them they have armors with like shield and a spear, or a shield and a blade, with ornaments and designs of different maybe houses or some sort of clan or guild that were there. But he takes you down these kind of long corridors, and you eventually come to this kind of large double door, and he kind of pushes into it. And as you see it, you enter, there is this kind of octagon room, and as you enter it, you see that there is kind of dummies there, probably used for combat of some sort. There is kind of workout equipment there. There's lines of spears and weapons everywhere around. Right. And he closes the door, him still inside.
Oh, okay. I was he just left. It's like, oh my. Bruce has been admiring the weaponry on display. He's clearly making a mental note of that. It's fine. Remarkable. Yes. Hello. Can I see him? Is he there, or is he not visible?
Rufus is there. No one else is there.
Oh, Rufus. There's no one in here.
But yeah, did you not want to secure place?
Oh.
This is a secure place.
Oh, right. Oh, of course. Right. Okay. You might want to. I should explain. You see the little mushroom this year?
Yeah.
Now, Are you aware of the little halfling fellow, who I believe is in prison right now?
Who?
The angry one. No, never mind. Anyway, I saw him take these, and it helped him to fly into some sort of battle rage.
Okay.
Now, I want to see if this works on me. Now, normally, the way I fight, using rage to enhance my ability to fight and to, you understand that the tactics of it. You want to make your opponents angry; they lose focus. The way I fight is that I turn that against them.
Right.
So I want to know if this mushroom can bring that out of me. So I want to be 100% honest with you. I do not know how safe it might be with you here. Are you capable of defending yourself?
Okay. You want me to go outside? I got it. Okay. Sure. I'll keep an eye out. Shh.
Sure. Thank you.
No problem.
And I pull out the maul. This is just okay. Take a mushroom. And I just
all right.
swallow the mushroom, and I'm looking at the sort of like the dummy.
Okay. As you
What happened?
eat the mushroom and you begin chewing at it and you swallow it through, immediately you begin to feel this burst of almost pain through your stomach at first. And you feel it kind of spreading across, like it's getting spread through your body, especially towards your torso. And as you look at your arms, the veins begin to kind of become blackened itself. And as you do, I will say, first make a wisdom saving throw.
Like it's like super adrenaline or something, or supercharges the adrenaline.
Mhm.
Wisdom save. All right. Please do better than last time. 13.
And as you do, you lose the control of yourself and you go into a frenzy rage.
Frenzied rage. Interesting.
Dear.
Your eyes redden and Bruce disappears and Bruce comes out immediately.
Oh, bugger. So, okay, never mind then.
And as this happens, you see the dummy in front of you. And you start. Yeah?
I smashed the dummy.
Alright. And as you jump, hit the dummy, you just see it just break immediately in half. The mole just pulverizing it until it reforms once again in front of you. An enemy that does not want to go down. And as you continue to swing and swing, breaking the ones around you, you turn around and there you see another dummy. But this one has a wooden sword and it comes and tries to attack you.
Oh.
And as it does, you move out the way. Instinctively, your body is with this burst of energy that allows your muscles to move. Your reflexes are so much more faster. And as it continues to, you wailing on these dummies, they're flying across one after the other. And after a minute, you see it. Need you to make a Constitution saving throw. All right. I need you to roll a d4.
Okay, D4. Oh, wrong one. 2.
Okay. Let me just Google this quickly.
Oh.
You need any help?
I think I've got it. Let me just need to go down.
Yeah,
Alright.
I know the rules has written frenzied rage. Once it's done, you get a point of exhaustion. But this sounds like something you guys have created. I'm quite curious now. Ooh.
Immediately, your arms begin to feel very heavy. Your legs become very, very tense and stiff. Your whole body and stomach just feels like it's churning inside itself. And you see the dummy come and just hit you across the head. And as you do, it almost feels like a real sword as it pushes you onto the ground. And as you try to lift yourself up, you're feeling very, very weak. You suffer 3 points of exhaustion.
Oh God, I'm coming down.
And you just see this dummy just hitting you with the stick.
Son of a bitch! Rufus!
And yeah.
Help!
Oh,
Stop it!
Please
make it stop!
you see him pull out a wand and start shifting it around, and afterwards you see the dummy just kind of fall back into its position, and you lay there. You have disadvantage on ability checks. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and savings throw.
Basically, he's in a world of pain. Say, I'm in a lot of trouble if someone attacks me or if I have to chase someone.
Okay.
Put it to self.
Make a fate roll as well. One last thing.
Fate roll. Look, I'm really not having much luck with these. Let's go. I keep doing the wrong one. Let's do low. Low. Come on!
Oh,
Nice.
wow, no! Damn it. That's
20!
now.
Bruce dies.
No worries. And as you are beginning, he goes, "You're so heavy. Oh my God!"
I'm aware. I'm really sorry.
All right.
I feel
And
like
as
shit.
you do, you hear noises. You hear a noise coming towards the door,
Hey,
and
Rufus, who's that?
as the door is already half open, it gets pushed open, And there you see the bronze dragonborn with a scar on his face, looking down at you two with his eyes wide open and ferocity on his face. And as that happens, let's get back to the people at in Baldur's Gate.
Bruce just raises his hand, just kind of.
Oh no.
Help! I'm going to die. I don't know how
Leave
to add
me
points.
anywhere.
I don't know how to add points of exhaustion to my sheet. I don't see a thing for it.
I'll make a toggle actually. Maybe you don't have one. I'll just do it for you quickly.
Where are
So
we?
I found it the other day.
There we are. All right. So, Gray, did you want to go see? Go to the Bahamut Temple?
After the day I've had, I'll come back another time.
All right. In that case,
Are you sure this is something you can pass up on?
Do you mind waiting outside the church?
Not at all. Not if they would rather I did.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's go.
Very well.
All right. As you head up towards the Temple of Vermont in Baldur's Gate, you come across a familiar building, very plain, but you know it once before, where Gray himself was once saved. And as you enter in there, you see priests doing their thing, and then Gray, you find yourself there. And across the way, you see a familiar woman. Why don't you describe what your mother looks like?
She was. Last time I saw her, she had long black hair, smooth and straight, kind of silky. Her face was young. She had emerald green eyes, and I'm gonna say her clothes were tattered, and this was like clothes that you'd find on any peasant. Last time I saw her, she was probably in her 20s. But that was when I was a kid still.
So she would look like around 45 now, roughly.
Yeah.
She still has that same soft skin, obviously wrinkles here and there. Her hair has got this kind of specks of grey through it coming through now from some of the longs, but still long as well. Obviously, she's not wearing the drabs that you once saw her in. She's wearing. She seems much more formal in this place. And as you stand there, you recognize her. She doesn't recognize you as of yet.
What are you?
That's the wrong music. Keep going.
Sorry. What are you doing here?
How can I help you?
Do you not know who I am?
Should I? She smiles, that familiar smile that you always saw. Are you lost? This is the Temple of Vermont. Come inside.
Yeah. Sure, but let me bring my friend, I guess. He might
Yeah, sure.
like this. Aki, I changed my mind. Come on in.
Okay, sure. Akio kind of trot up the stairs.
Mhm.
Hello.
May the platinum dragon bless you.
Thank you.
Are you new to
Yeah.
this place?
I'm gonna pull out my old cloak. I actually used to live here. They trained me here on everything I know. Do you? What are you doing here? When did you come here?
I've been here. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Where
Not
did
that
you come from?
she kind of looks confused.
Do you know someone named Gray?
Gray. Wow, that name sounds so familiar. I wish I could say yes, but no.
Um,
I'm sorry.
See a dragon-born priest dressed in gold tunics approaching from behind, and she says, "Everything okay, love?" to her.
Yeah, these two gentlemen have just come to the church and he's asking about Gray. Have I ever mentioned that name to you?
Gray? I don't really know. Don't recall.
I'm so sorry, dear. I wish
He
I could
looks at
tell
you,
you.
Gray, and he says, "Blessed be the great worm."
blessed be. Um, Aki, this is gonna be a really strange request, and I'm not gonna ask you to do this twice, but let me have it. Just one. This has got to be a dream or something.
Oh. Sure. Okay.
I will not resist this at all. So,
Okay then. I guess Aki will give him a smack, a little smack in the face. Not claws out or anything. So as carefully as he can.
His scales still hurt, but it hits. You bleed a little from your lips, but it is real. And when you look up, you see someone you recognize. Someone that trained you as well. In the distance, just talking to some people. Are you okay? You shouldn't be doing this. Sorry. We do not condone violence in here.
it's fine. I actually kind of used to work here. It's a long story.
You did? Do you know anyone here? Maybe they might be able to help you.
Yeah, that's actually, and I'm just.
You do seem familiar, actually.
I just can't put a finger on it where we've seen you.
Yeah, same.
My name's...
How long ago was this?
How long ago since we left together on our trip, or how long since?
For you,
Since you worked here.
Since probably our last, before we went on our first quest together.
Oh, I won't remember you.
let me call someone. And she kind of goes in, and you see this kind of young boy come out, and you've worked in here for a long time, Rob, right? Yeah. And you look at him, and you recognize this boy immediately. He sees you, and then kind of, we don't know who this is. Do you know him?
No, never seen him in my life.
I'm not crazy.
Oh, we're
I-
not saying you are. It's just
I trained here. I'm gonna pull out my whip. I got this whip when I was here.
As you pull out the whip kind of like for a second shines with this black kind of like glint to it.
oh god.
Oh, that's not from here.
No, it can't be.
That's not the kind of magic we use here. That reeks of necromancy, the high priest says.
Put it back away. I'm sorry about that. That's actually I trained. I trained with. That's my teacher over there. Is it? Which teacher is it, by the way?
You could say it's I don't know if you gave a name. Yeah.
I didn't give a names, but I forgot to. One was a Goliath, one was the elf.
Let's assume it's the Goliath. And she goes, okay, please just stay here. I'll go get him. And you see your mother literally walk past, go to the Goliath, and points towards you. And you just see him look at you from a distance, again with that confused stare, and just shrugs.
Aki, are they under a spell or something?
I do a check to see if I can tell them.
Well, you use magic all the time. Can't you do something?
I'll say make an insight check.
I'll let him just do it because I'm panicking at this point.
I can't tell.
The confusion on their face when this kind of what is transpiring in front of you, it's a little strange. The man in front of you, the Dragonborn, is actually the same man you would recognize, Aki, as the person that brought him back to life. But he does not recognize him at all. And it seems like he's having a hard time even recognizing you. Maybe because you look different.
Do you remember bringing back someone who had very recently passed, only months ago? He was brought here by a group.
We don't all the time, but I don't particularly remember you. I mean, we do get a lot of Dragonborns, red, like you. So I couldn't really say. I would remember you if that was the case. Are you sure you are in the right church? I mean, this is the house of Mohammed, right? Is that what you're meant to be?
This is where I grew up in. Yeah, that over there. That's I don't know. Gesture to the Goliath. That's one of my teachers. He taught me how to use my sword.
I mean, how uncanny. And you realize that they start looking at each other in this kind of like way. Like there is no gestures, but they look at each other like. Make an insight check, the both of you once more, as you are there, and they just start looking at each other with this weird face. And you hear a little giggle on the back as well. You both realize that they're starting to treat you like you're a bit crazy.
Your mother stands there looking at you, sad for you, in a sense. Honestly, we do normally do healing. Perhaps maybe this is not the healing that you require here. Perhaps a medicinal one that may be able to help you. Maybe you're suffering for some sort of memory loss of some kind.
You think we're crazy?
No. I didn't.
You think we're absolutely crazy?
I did not say that. Calm
we
down,
don't
dear.
use that word here.
I'm not gonna calm down. You're my mom. I'm Gray. Come on, you.
Oh well. I'm sorry. No. What? And you see them, and then while you raise your voice, you see the Goliath start walking towards you. What's going on here?
You know who I am. I'm Gray. You trained me.
I have never seen you before. Please, do not cause any trouble here. Leave. This is not a place where you may raise your voice like that. You are scaring other people, patrons here.
Maybe this will ring a bell, and I'm gonna get into a fighting stance and no weapons, just my fists. I was like, come on, let's just have one little fight. First one to hit someone.
The the archpriest from behind, he just says, "Stop, right now. Take your friend and please go. This is completely unacceptable." Sorry. You said Gray, right? Please.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
may leave now. Thank you.
Akio put his hand on Gray's shoulder. I don't think we're going to get anywhere with these people just now. We can figure out what happened, but probably not here. No.
I don't know what to do. Let's...
Then just come away. We can return another day.
I'm just gonna shout one more time at my mother and be like, do you not remember getting rid of me to this church? And I'm just gonna turn around and walk out.
She just stares at you. It's very sad. Almost pity when she looks at you. The Goliath
Come on, Aki, let's go.
escorts you out.
Huh?
As you are leaving as well, you see this huge statue that almost as big as the whole church that is there, and it's a huge statue of Bahamut. And as you look at it, you sense something. There is something about it, but it just doesn't mean anything to you anymore. And you see like almost like a face of forgiveness, perhaps. It's just like almost his demeanor as you look at the statue, it seems to shift slightly. And then you leave.
This is ridiculous, right, Aki? Come on, you have to agree with me. We were there not even 2 months ago. That was my mom in there.
I agree with you. We were here.
Alright. We're not crazy. They're crazy. We're not.
There are other explanations, but we will not get anywhere when everybody thinks everybody else is crazy.
Yeah, let's just head back to Candlekeep. Please.
I'm sorry, Odebear. Let's go.
He's just gonna walk. Actually, I'm gonna grab Aki and I'm just gonna dimension door as close to the cart as I can.
And as you vanish from sight and reappear next to your cart, you get on and you begin making your way back to Candlekeep. And I think this would be a good place to end today's story.
Oh,
And we'll continue
wow.
the events of what happens in Candlekeep next session and move on from there.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
Very sad.
Yep, that was.
Didn't see
really
that
amazing.
coming.
I'm sorry, Greg. I mean,
Oh.
Lucky. Shall I say? That was awful.
Oh my god.
So, for those who are watching at home or watching it recorded, thank you for watching. And just want to say a special thanks to Darren Curtis and James Webster for their art and music. And
Yeah, actually, don't go anywhere. Thanks so much for watching. Like always, it's a pleasure for us. If you could stay around with us, maybe we can do a little raid today to see. We have Captain Robert. He's an amazing streamer, Dungeons and Dragons, a master. If you please stay around, we will go to his channel and just please say hello from us. It means a lot to us. And we'll see you Sunday, perhaps, or next Tuesday for more adventure and mystery. Thank you very much.
Thank you
And
very
have
much,
a great
everyone.
night. And please do stay around.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you in a minute.